All fish eat a variety of food from small minnows to insects. The challenge for fly fishers is to figure out what the fish are eating and then try and match it with a fly. Fly choice can be completely overwhelming with thousands of options on the menu. So to get started, let's keep it simple and look at 6 basic categories. Here's what you need to know. Dry flies and other surface flies represent adult aquatic insects as they emerge from the water. They also represent other food sources that have fallen into the water like grasshoppers or mice. Dry flies are good for trout, panfish, and bass, and there's nothing more exciting than watching a fish rise up and take your fly on the surface. Nymphs are imitations of young insects in their larval form that live in the water. Fished on or near the bottom of lakes and rivers, nymphs are very effective for trout, panfish, salmon, and steelhead. Streamers imitate baitfish, leeches, and crayfish, which are all primary food sources for fish. Streamers are fished throughout the water column in both rivers and lakes. Virtually every species of fish can be caught with a streamer. Wet flies imitate aquatic insects as they swim to the surface. They are very effective when used for trout, panfish, bass, salmon, and steelhead. Salmon flies are designed for both Pacific and Atlantic salmon, as well as for steelhead. These flies often don't imitate anything specific in nature, but are meant to trigger an aggressive response. Saltwater flies represent the many food sources found in the ocean. From baitfish to crab and even shrimp, these patterns can catch everything from bonefish to tarpon. All this information doesn't have to be confusing. Superfly has developed a color coding system to help you choose which fly to use and how to match flies to different species of fish. And when in doubt, you can always use one of these 6 popular fly choices that work for virtually any freshwater fish.
Look at that. That's a pike. That is a pike. Oh my goodness.
Adams, elk hair caddis, copper john, San Juan worm, muddler minnow, and the woolly bugger. The woolly bugger is the go-to fly for most fishing situations. Here are some tips on fly selection. In the spring, when the waters are murky and fish are aggressive, try using larger, bolder patterns. As the water warms up in the summer, fish move deeper. Try weighted patterns when there isn't an obvious insect hatch. By fall, waters are clear and fish are spooky. Try smaller, imitative patterns. You can also choose your fly color by the brightness of the day. Use bright flies for bright sunny days and dark flies for darker cloudy days. Remember, variety is key when it comes to filling your fly box. Have an assortment of patterns, colors, and sizes on hand so that you're ready to offer up what fish are eating.